And senators are expected to gather for their weekly policy lunch today, and as negotiations on a bill to fund border security and Ukraine aid appear stalled. The Senate was not supposed to be in session this week, but Majority Leader Chuck Schumer called members back to work, hoping to make a deal before Christmas. ABC's Jay O'Brien joins me now from Capitol Hill with more. Jay, Senate Minority Leader Mitch McConnell says he's encouraged by the negotiations, but there are a significant number of issues that need to be worked out. So what are the main sticking points right now?
Well, and remember this, Diane, we're watching these negotiations because Mitch McConnell and other Republicans, some of them who are typically staunch allies of supporting Ukraine, have said they are not going to vote for a package that has aid for Ukraine and aid for Israel, etc., without there to be significant changes to immigration policy included in that package. So that's what these ongoing negotiations are about, what Republicans and Democrats can agree on as changes to U.S. immigration policy to put in this legislation and get Republican support. We know that those negotiations have been productive, both sides say, but they haven't come to any kind of an agreement on anything yet. It's even somewhat unclear to your question to know what the sticking points are, because we haven't seen anything in writing come out from those negotiations. We know that Senate Republican and Democrat negotiators are meeting right now with representatives from the Biden administration, quite literally right now as I speak, up here on Capitol Hill. But the sense we get from lawmakers that we've talked to, our ABC News Capitol Hill team, is that even they believe that there's not likely to be a vote on any kind of legislation by the end of this week, and that in all likelihood, any kind of package will be considered and voted on in the new year, which is significant because the Biden administration has said Ukraine needs money from the U.S. now by the end of this year in order to mount their defense and continue to mount their defense against Russia.
Meanwhile, Senate Majority Leader Chuck Schumer is hoping to confirm military nominations being held up by Republicans and complete an FAA authorization extension. What are the details there, and what's the latest?
Well, that's all kind of extra innings, because remember, as you said, the Senate wasn't supposed to be in this week. And so while those ongoing negotiations play out over immigration policy changes, these were two items that Chuck Schumer tried to work into the agenda. But they're complicated by a few things. A, all eyes are on those immigration negotiations, and they haven't yet bared any kind of legislative text. And also, B, senators are not here, or at least some senators are not here. Last night, the Senate had a vote on an unrelated piece of legislation, and 39 senators, 37 Republicans, and 7 Democrats missed that vote. That's almost half of the Senate. It almost wasn't enough for a quorum for them to even do business in the Senate. And so that's a signal from Republicans especially, but also those 7 Democrats who missed the vote, who say they don't believe, as it relates to those immigration negotiations, that there's going to be anything productive to come out of those talks this week for them to come back and vote on. And it also means that if more and more don't show up to work, those other 2 votes that Chuck Schumer has laid out on FAA reauthorization and those military nominations, they might get kicked into the new year as well.
All right, Jay O'Brien on Capitol Hill. Thank you.
Hi, everyone. George Stephanopoulos here. Thanks for checking out the ABC News YouTube channel. If you'd like to get more videos, show highlights, and watch live event coverage, click on the right over here to subscribe to our channel. And don't forget to download the ABC News app for breaking news alerts. Thanks for watching.